Hi Sagittarius, happy April. I hope you're doing well. Okay. All right, guys, I laid out the cards already. I think there's a big change coming for you. I think it's lovely. I think it's going to scare the crap out of you, but I think that you need to really think about it. Okay. Um, okay. Well, your message here is that there is no perfect time. There is no perfect person. Life is not perfect, but you shouldn't, you really shouldn't, and I don't think I'm telling you anything that you don't know. I feel very much that you already know this. I think that your life is going to change right now, but I think that you have the opportunity uh, to take the chance and go for it, or um, to stagnate yourself, okay? Those are your messages coming in here. So let's see what the cards say. I really do feel that change is coming. I think too, I don't know if you're wanting to do something and you don't think you should do it, but you should, because I think that it's going to be grand. I really do. I think it's going to be bigger than you can imagine. But it's up to you whether you, the winds of change are coming, but ultimately we have free will, right? I will say this, and I'm a big advocate of this too. And I see it often, okay, but there's it's very dangerous to play life safe. I'm not saying jump out in front of a bus, but I think you've got to get in it. You've got to engage in it. You can't cut yourself off. Um, uh, you know, you can tell yourself as many things as you want, but ultimately, I think deep down, you know that it's time to go in a new direction here. So I'm going to say that. Those are your messages. I think whatever this is, if you're looking to do something, I think it's going to be grand. Okay. You don't want the opportunity to pass you by. And I don't think we miss things in life that are meant for us. They just come back in different ways, but they're all very, very, different. You get the same opportunities, right? I don't believe that we miss things. I think we can miss opportunities, but they come back around in another way, right? Our life is going to get where it needs to get regardless, but why not engage? The universe would not send you something if you weren't ready for it. If there wasn't a lesson or a blessing in it for you, we need to experience all of that. Okay, so let's see what the cards say, but that is your message, okay? I think we need to put some joy and some childlike innocence and some lightness, and not, life is not stashy, it's not stuffy, it's meant to be, so you fall, you get up, you put a band-aid on, and you go on, right? That's how you go. I mean, limited risk, of course, you're not gonna do craziness, but anyhow, what we come in with here, your lesson for April is the King of Swords. uh, you know, um, very, yes, stuck in his ways for sure. Black is black, white is white, and there is no gray area. But where the beauty of this comes in is in the gray area. Okay? So here's your lesson. Okay? Bring some lightness, childlike innocence into this. Step outside of your comfort zone. Okay? All right. Now, how you hope and want did this to go, right? Which leads me to believe that, again, there's an air through here that this, that was, I felt instantly coming in here that you already know what this is and what you need to do here, right? So clearly it's on the home front, okay? It could be a relationship, or it could be, something else. any, you know, but what you hoped and wanted was the Six of Cups. Okay. That card comes in sometimes when we're being complacent in our lives, right? We need to not isolate ourselves, right? We need to incorporate other people in, okay? What I think this is, because your message to, I feel very much that this is, your life is going to change. This is something coming in. So with that, I'm going to say, I think that this is a new relationship. I think it's very new. I think you don't even know where you stand yet. I think you don't even know if it is a relationship yet, right? But you have the opportunity to engage in this, okay? You've got to be receptive, though. You've got to be open to this. Someone may be approaching you, you know, and it may be going in a different direction, but or they may be trying to get your attention, and you're just not being receptive, okay? Because the key to this card, and giving it's coming in how you hoped and wanted things, you're going to need, I think it's you, you know, may have your eye on someone or on something. I'm going to say, if this is what you're hoping and wanting, this is a relationship, okay? Go for it. What do you have to lose? The worst that the person can do is say no or not be interested. So what? It just means it wasn't meant to be. But at least it gets you out of the rut that you're in, right? The stagnated, take some risks, okay? All right. Now, what's on your mind here is the Page of Swords, okay? If this is a new creative idea, which it could be, okay, go for it. If this is a combination, right? If you're looking to just step out of your comfort zone, because that could be what it means too. It doesn't need to be a relationship. It's just telling you, don't be so complacent in your life. Get out and do something. And he's all about creative ideas. He's all about starting new things, right? That's what's on your mind. So this could be on any forum, like I said, okay? Now, what you hope will happen here, what you hope the outcome of this reading will be, is the Fool card. It's wanting freedom, right? Wanting to do something new, knowing you need to make a choice. That's what I felt coming in here. You already know this, okay? And I know you're scared, but it would be beneficial to you, okay? Because like I said, whatever this is going to be grand, but you have the opportunity to let it pass you by, you know? So now the most likely outcome here, how this will really turn out, granted you want, you know, the Fool card, but how this will most likely turn out is this. It means, you know, your life is going to change. You may incorporate someone else into your life, right? But whatever it is on your day-to-day, your life is going to change. And I think that that's wonderful, because that means that you take the chance. I think that's great. Okay. It's time, or this wouldn't show up in what you're hoping the outcome would be. This is a major arcana card. Okay. But it only has as much power as the cards that it sits around. It's flanked between you wanting to take this, and the most likely outcome will be you do. Okay. So that's great. All right. All right. The only thing that hinders you is being stuck in your ways. This is someone very stuck in their ways. Be open to change. Be open to new ways of doing things. Be open to stepping outside of conformed boxes, right? These kind of patterns are usually generational, and they come from a foundation of not really being nurtured, right? That's where it comes from. So, you know, there's some cards, it's not in this deck. I tend to not use those. I don't, I know what it means, but I don't, it doesn't, I don't like cards like that. But in some of these decks, she, in her, apologize guys, we're having massive tornadoes and hurricanes. So that was the weather alert on the phone. So I had to take it. I apologize. Okay. what I was going to say, and I may have said it, was in some of these decks, what she's got is she cuts right through conformity. In her other hand, instead of waving like that, she's got the head of the Hierophant, which means she cuts through conformity, right? She's going in her own direction. The only thing that hinders you is that, okay? She sits right there in the only thing that holds you up. Step outside of the box. Go for this. Again, what's the worst that can happen, right? Nothing, really. It can't. All right. And again, your message coming in was that this is going to be grand. So I don't see disappointment here at all. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Okay. You're a smart cookie anyway. It's not like you're going to, it's uncomfortable and it's scary to step outside of your box, but you're not going to step into moving traffic. It's just not in you to do that. So, you know, you've got really nothing to lose here. Go for it. All right. Now, what balances you is you like your alone time. Okay, and I think that that's great for creative projects. You know, I think that alone time is essential for grounding and just for a balanced life. Okay, but it's time to get up and get moving. Okay, all right. There's a lot of swords in here, which I think is great. Okay, they form straight down. You start with the page. You've got the king, you've got the four, you've got the queen. You've got the king and queen of swords in here. This may be a relationship. If it is, it's either one that's later in life, very discerning people. There'll be no game playing, right? So you both know you're on the same page, or you will. This is when two people of the same suit show up in here, it's a relationship. This could be an established relationship going in a different direction. Either way, these are established people. They're not, you're not, you know, in your 20s now doing this. You've got life under you. It's just sometimes life kicks the crap out of you, and we just decide to choose our battles. And in doing that, we decide to, you know, the castle that we built for ourselves, which is comforting and surrounding and safe, you know, it becomes a prison, right? Where you know, by the time you realize, you look around, you're like, everything has died in here, including myself, basically, right? So you want to, you know, you're being asked to step outside of that, okay? And I think that that's great. What uh, what gets you motivated here is the World card, okay? It's going in a different direction. It's clearing out the funk. It's brand new. And what this card really represents too, what's motivating here is you want to do something new. It is never, ever, ever too late to start over or to start something new. If you've got air in your lungs and you're upright, go for it. That's what we're here for. So go for it. This is a great card because this means too that you, like I say, I think that whoever this is for, these are people. You've got life under your belt. You're not coming out of the gate brand spanking new. You just have to remember what childlike innocence feels like, what joy, what fun feels like, right? Lighten the load. Sometimes we get so bogged down with life that we forget to live it. We're supposed to live like children, right? Not, you know what I'm saying? We're supposed to have that air about us. We're not supposed to be, you know, sometimes we are too old when we're young to appreciate it, right? We're always trying to be 13 plus or 11 plus. We're never trying to be, you know, the children. We speed through that. And then when we get into adult life, we forget that that's the trick to carry through this journey, is to have that childlike innocence. It's joy. It's, you know, it'll open any door for you. So there you have it. Okay. Now what you've forgotten in here is temperance. Okay. This is It's clearing out illusion. It's really knowing that, you know, it's time to shake things up a little bit here, okay? I think you need to think, decide, and then put your plan in action, okay? Because like I said, your messages coming in here were, you know, there's no time, there's no perfect time to start life. You should just be engaged in it, come what may, right? And your life is about to change in a grand way, but it's up to you whether you engage in the opportunity or not, right? You've got the lesson coming in here, you know, and what you've forgotten, okay? You've got to get going here, because I think what you're going to get here is pretty grand, okay? I don't believe in that being the happily ever after card. I believe in that being the card to, it's the happy in the moment card. It's making decisions in the moment to make your life full and complete. Okay, it is the marriage card if you want to incorporate another person, but it's showing up in your likely outcome, which means that you're going to be happy. You're clearly not right now, right? So take this opportunity. The you know, the energies in here. You've got the Fool in the World. I mean, it's a repetitive cycle. I don't look at the Fool as starting something, and I don't look at the World as the end card. I think they can be very much intertwined, because it's never too late to start something new. It's never too late to start over. It's never too late. You know, it's just not. Look at it this way, right? Or look at it this way. Go for it. Go for it. I think April's going to be a game-changing month. I really do. I think May will be much better, and I think that you're going to start to see the switch in the cycles here. Okay? I think people got a little bit disturbed when 2017 was all hyped up and it didn't change right away. Energy is, it doesn't go by the calendar. It doesn't go by the clock. It goes by what it's vibrating towards you. So bring this in. This is a great opportunity, okay? Don't let it pass you by. I really do. If there was something in here that I would say steer clear of, you know, I'm a big advocate of getting in front of anything. Knowledge is power, right? I see nothing in here. Nothing. I don't. I say go for it. I do. Okay. And then let me know. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful April. Just do it. Okay. Thank you so much.